Well, how does this relate to gay?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 55 of From the Chat podcast. I'm Christian. We got Steven and John in their building. John.
Yes, sir. What's up, man? How
It's
you
been
doing?
2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks, bro. How you doing? How you feeling?
I feel great. You know what I'm saying? The weather's amazing outside. It's like 105 outside. You feel me? It's 120 in my room. You know what I mean? It's good. Can't complain. We are alive and we breathing, man. I can't complain.
You know it's hot when I'm outside of character not wearing a hoodie. Like that's how you know it's hot.
Yeah, man.
Like, I'm not wearing a hoodie today.
You're gonna be outside of character this whole summer.
Nah, my AC's not in yet. No, my AC. Once my AC is in, I'm back to the hoodie.
Yeah.
Is this happened overnight? You know what I'm saying? It was 63 the other day, and it's like 90 out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yo, you know what's crazy? I one of my boys, I don't know if he's in Carolina or something like that, but
where?
Carolina.
What? One more time.
Carolina.
Okay.
Shout out to Danny's sister. But we outside, right? And he shows me a picture of the. No, he don't show me. He posts a picture of the temperature. He goes and says that today it's 90 degrees, and tomorrow there's a 60 drop off with a chance of snowstorm. So he went from summer to winter, February winter, in one day. Like it's insane.
Wow. I think isn't that how like tornadoes are made? From like hot temperatures to cold temperatures. Like,
we had a tornado. We had a tornado watch on Friday because of the change of temperature
in Jersey.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know how that's that worked.
Damn. Yo, you know 2 houses in my neighborhood got struck by lightning and burnt down?
No way.
Wasn't there also racism in your neighborhood?
Yeah, I heard about that.
There's racism everywhere. We got some of that thing that happened with that kid. That was in this town too. That was crazy.
That's down the block and shit, right?
No, I don't know if it was on the block, but it was definitely in the town. That's insane.
You walk outside, you just hear whips. I'm like, oh fuck, here comes this kid again. I didn't get inside.
That's so crazy. I haven't like seen things like that.
I haven't seen. And you know what's crazy? I feel like that was, bro. There's no way a kid is gonna grab a whip and go directly to the most African American house in the neighborhood and just start whipping the door. Like,
listen,
that is
first of all,
taught.
The kid has no income, so he grabbed the whip from someone who already bought it. Or someone bought it for him. So that tells you enough of what you already need to know about.
No. But this is Texas. There's farms out there. You feel me? People got whips for farm animals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it looked like he lived in a community.
Yeah,
he didn't live in a farm.
There's a house across the street, dog. There ain't no farm.
Yeah, they were next door.
They had a ring. You don't need a ring when you live in a farm. Like only one person's gonna visit you, and you know they're coming because you live 3 hours out. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna call you to make sure you're home.
Yo, I was at a coworker's house a couple months ago, maybe a couple years ago actually, and it was around the time when we first moved here to Texas, and she lived in the outskirts, like more country. Like she has a bunch of land, she had horses, goats, like she had the whole thing. And we pull up, and it was one street, and she knew everybody. Of course, it was like 4 houses in that long street. And it was all spread out, like you were saying. And she knew everybody. And she knows everybody's cars. And she says that when somebody pulls up in a car they don't know, that all the neighbors are on the phone already. Like, who's this? Like, who's this? Does anybody know who this is? Is this your neighbor? Somebody come and visit you? And they're all strapped because it's Texas, you know?
Yeah.
And they're all strapped. And I'm like, that's insane.
That's insane. Is that because of danger? It's like just straight. We come together as a racist community, and whenever we see something, we gotta attack.
Listen, they don't ask, is this your friend? That's not the first question. Like they pick up the phone, right? And they're like, what's their skin tone? That's the first thing they say. And then they pick up the guns, depending on the answer.
Depends.
That's crazy. Do you think that the South will ever lose that stigma?
No.
Like no matter what happens, the South is always gonna have that stigma.
Bro, the South represents that stigma to this day.
The South hates 2 things. The South hates 2 things, and it's people from a different hue and women. That's what the South hates.
Does 100%. Steven, anything interesting happen to you this last few weeks?
No, I've been trying not to die. That's about it.
Did you get COVID? That's not real anymore, right?
Never was.
Because I was so anal about COVID. But that shit is gone. That shit is gone. Like finito. Like I feel weird outside with a mask on. Like that's how insane that shit is.
I
Right
still wear a mask when I go outside because people
can
are
I-
dirty.
No.
Can I tell you?
So I'm a hybrid now. Before I was like mask everywhere.
Can I tell you something?
Go ahead.
I do not know when the last time that I had a mask on was. I do not remember the last time I had a mask
It was
on.
2019, bro.
No. Matter of
2020.
fact, last time I had a mask on was when I was at the airport.
He took it off as he got up the.
Yeah, like that's like it's not a thing here anymore. So that COVID is 3 years old. We don't gotta talk about that.
Yeah,
That shit is dunzo. So let me tell you about what happened to me. Thank you, Steve. What happened to me this last weekend? I went to remember when we went to the Stockyards down here in Texas, right? We went to
Stockyards?
It was like real country. It was like real old fashioned. Like when you think of like the South or Texas, you think about this.
that whole strip that was like cowboys everywhere. We went in the maze and shit like that.
Remember we ate crickets there.
I don't think Steven went for that time.
Oh, I wasn't there for that.
Yeah, that was the first time we came to Texas.
Oh, okay, you missed out. Well, that town is like old fashioned, like saloon, like kind of town. So we went there, right? And everybody,
like, I'm Dirty Dan.
Yeah, exactly. So we go and we're at the bar, and I go to get a drink. Thank you, Steve. I go to get a drink. Me and the people that were with, so me and this other guy go get a drink, and I'm waiting for the drink. And the guy was in the military. So military dudes, once they sniff each other out, they just start talking about different military stuff.
What charger you got? What year is it from?
Exactly. So they start talking, and then we're all just having a conversation, and they start talking about, oh, what infantry are you from? I'm like, oh, you reported to this guy? Like they just start talking like that, and he gets to talking, and he says, oh, he's like, are you from around here? And the guy's like, no, I'm visiting. I was like, yeah, I live here, and the guy was like, oh, I'm visiting too. I'm here for work. I'm a pilot, like an airline pilot. I'm like, oh, dope. What airline do you work for? He was like, I'm a Spirit airline pilot. And I'm like, right away, I'm like, Spirit trash, right? In my head, Spirit's trash. And we're talking, and this guy says the craziest thing I think I've ever heard somebody with that profession would ever say. He says, oh yeah, I'm scared of heights. He's like, oh yeah, I'm terrified of heights. And I'm like, and I stop. I'm like, you're a pilot. And he's like, yeah. But it feels different when you're on an airplane because it's about the size of this room, this bar. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel like I'm all the way up in the sky. It kind of feels like a video game a little bit. He's like, but I'm terrified of heights.
I kind of get him though, because like when I'm in a car with other people, I'm like terrified. I'm like, oh, I'm not in control. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
But being a pilot and being afraid of heights, you're like, all right.
So you're like very narcissistic. Like you need to have control. That's what you say.
Wait, but that's different. No,
I'm not in control. I'm not in control of my life, right? Yeah, but I'm still afraid of heights. But I feel like I would be less afraid if I was the one flying the plane. Obviously, if I knew what I was doing, but I feel like I would be less afraid if I was the one flying the plane. You know what I'm saying? My life is in my own hands, along with all 300 people in the back. But I feel like my life is in my own hands.
Now you can't think about them. Forget about that.
Wait. You know what I think? And I'm starting to think now that I'm hearing you guys talk, I think your pilot should probably be scared of heights.
Hell yeah!
Right? So shouldn't they have some kind of fear of heights?
That makes sense. Like, yeah.
Because then you have a straight jacket pilot. He's doing flips in the air with 300 people. In there. Like, this shit's crazy.
Someone who doesn't care, like, I landed.
Last thing I want is them Red Bull dudes flying my plane. You seen that? What they did? Where they switched planes mid-flight?
I saw that.
What?
They switched planes mid-flight. Like they jumped. They both shot the planes like straight down, and they jumped to each other's plane and then switched.
And didn't one like not make it, and he had to parachute down. And
that was the previous attempts, yeah. But this guy, he made it, and he grabbed onto the bar, and then he pulled himself up into the plane. Mind you, the plane is like this, going straight down.
That's some action movie shit.
So let me tell you, people see planes going down like it's nothing. You have to think about this is seconds. Like it's like from whatever height down is seconds. It's 20 seconds. It's 25 seconds. Like when you go parachuting, they tell you the drop to get up there is 10 minutes, 15 minutes. To drop is
I think it's
Yeah, now you're probably less. Like that's how fast you drop. You probably a minute just because you're gliding in the air. You get me?
Would you go skydiving?
I want to go skydiving. I want to go to the point that I don't wear a parachute.
Oh, so you want to religiously do it? Oh wait, hold on. Oh, you're trying to kill yourself?
Yeah.
That's cool. Damn.
Trying to die, you know.
And the person I
want to throw myself from the parachute and somebody come and grab me and then like on some like completely free type shit.
Okay, so let's break this down a little bit. What has happened to you in your life that you feel?
Yeah.
So the thing about me, like I started from the beginning. I always wanted to be a pilot. That is like I always thought like that whole pilot jet life, like that whole speech shit. I love that. So I always wanted to be a pilot. So since I started learning that you to be a pilot, you could only be a pilot, whatever, but you could never fly a jet. You gotta be you have to be in the army. You feel me? Like that's a whole different ballgame. And that's legit all I wanted to do, just fly a jet. So when that started happening, I was like, I still want to experience the adrenaline of
you talking about like an F-16 kind of jet. You can still fly jets. You can buy a jet and then sell
I'm talking about fighter jet. I like the real fast ones. Like that's has been my dream. Like and now you could actually take a ride in them shits like as a passenger. So that's like something I'm interested in. But because of that, I always wanted like the extreme. Like I'm scared. Like that's something. It's funny that the guy was saying that he's scared of flights. I'm scared of a lot of things in this world. You feel me? But I'm in that moment. I'm able to overcome my fears and just go with it. You get me? That's something that I feel like that's my superpower. You feel me? Like I just go through it no matter what. And I saw somebody do it one time, and I was like, what's better than jumping off a plane, jumping without a parachute? And that always been an idea. But to do that, you have to just to jump by yourself. You have to jump 10 times, and then it's like you had to do it like 100 times to do it without a parachute type shit. Because there is a feature that you could do it without a parachute, which is pretty dope.
Yeah. I think I relate to something that you said, because I think I am that way where I'm not really scared of a lot of things. Actually, let me see. I'm scared of a lot of things. Is insane. I am extreme situations.
You get me? Like when you have to cliff dive from like 50 feet in the air. Like I'm scared of that, but I'm gonna still do it.
Yeah. So I was gonna say is when we went to Puerto Rico, when I jumped off that cliff, like moments like that, like I'm scared to jump off that cliff. Like my heart is racing, but I'm like, it's not gonna. I'm not even thinking of not doing it until I'm about to do it. I want to do it, so I'm gonna do it.
The moment you look down, it's like
when I'm look down, my heart is racing, but there's no turning back for me. I know I'm gonna do it.
You're not no pussy. Hell no.
Like the moment my heart starts racing, I just jump.
It's like six people recording me right now. I'm about to do a backflip on this bitch. Like that's how crazy. And it happened. Like when we went to Puerto Rico and we did that jump, it happened. Like my heart was racing, but I did it. My heart was racing all 3 times that I jumped out. It was crazy. I went to the R and I went at this one higher than that one. And that was fucking insane. Like my heart, like when you drop, your heart stopped for like a quick second.
Your heart like sinks into your butt.
Yeah. When I dropped on one of the R, it was like a good 5 seconds. Like I felt it. Like when you hit that water, it was so bad. Look, I jumped and they tell you like you gotta jump straight down, so you don't like you're a straight bullet down. I jumped and I like tried to do something and I landed like this. I had a big ass black and blue like right here all over my arm because of it. Like it was crazy. It was crazy.
Tough.
It's crazy.
What phases have you gone through in your like childhood or your life that's made you more cultural today? Like
culture in like what sense? Like Dominican, like maybe more Dominican.
No, I'll give you an example. So from like middle school to like my freshman year, heavy into skateboarding.
Okay.
Heavy skateboarder, right? So being a skateboarder, one, I met a bunch of different people. I got into that culture of skateboarding. I got into the music, the style, and then now I'm not a skateboarder like that. Like I'm not out here skating, but now I have that cultural reference to skateboarding in my life.
Oh, so for example, like when I was a kid, I mean, right now I like running a lot, but when I was a kid, I was running from the cops a lot too. So that might have transitioned into like me just running as a.
Like, so it's almost the same. Like you were running from the cops in your childhood, and now you're running from your problems. So it's like almost.
Yeah. It's like
talking Talking about John running. Before I even knew John, I seen John running from the police. That's the first time I've ever encountered John. Which is funny, right? Because next door the house is abandoned, and there was a house party, and I'm outside chilling on the stoop. I was a stoop kid. Like I was always out chilling on the stoop, and I'm sitting there, and it's me and Eric, probably Danny, and we're sitting there. Police pull up, right? We had no idea this party was going on in there. We had
so y'all were mad corny then.
Nah, we was just chilling. Like I was a stoop kid.
Like,
and I'm chilling on
loser.
Yo, John, he said, I didn't even know there was a party next door.
Yeah, he tried to sound like cool. Like I'm a whatever the fucking word he keeps saying. I'm a stoop kid, whatever that is.
I understand. You were saying
I was always like chilling on my own street. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was an outside kid, and I'm sitting there, and hella paddy wagons pull up, and I'm like, damn, what the fuck did we do? Like we just been here all night, right? And mind you, how old was this? Like 17, maybe? It was like 17. So I'm like, fuck.
High school.
I'm like, fuck, maybe we're in trouble because we're not supposed to be outside. I don't know what the fuck was going on, right? And hella paddy wagons pull up, police pull up. One cop goes in, and let me tell you, these motherfucking people scrammed like cockroaches when you turn the light on, bro. Yo, all I see is John jumping out of a second floor window, bro, and then dipping. And I'm like, what the fuck? That man is crazy. That's the first person I see.
That wasn't me.
That wasn't you?
That wasn't me. That's the only person that got away that night.
Oh, you got caught?
Yeah, I got caught. And it was crazy because I got caught on some shit, right? So basically we're in an abandoned house and we threw a party in there. And when we throw the party, everybody's lit, everybody's fucked up. Mind you, we're like 15, 16. Like it's an abandoned house, whatever. I don't know why. I guess you're not supposed to throw parties in abandoned houses and shit, but the cops come, right? Everybody's in the second and third floor. And it just happens that everybody starts running up because the cops is downstairs. So we're all there. Everybody's wailing. Yeah, everybody's wailing. People, you know how the roofs are like triangle roofs and shit like that? People are on the ledge of the roof. Somebody tried to like skip from one house into the other house, a window that there were like two windows next to it. Yeah. But when he did, the cops had come in and they were like that was the bathroom, so it was a tub. So that motherfucker thought he was gonna hide like a movie and hide in the tub and nobody's gonna find him. Me, I ran down fast. I was with two of my boys. We ran downstairs to the basement. I jammed that door, and we're sitting behind the heaters. And in the heaters, I'm like, yo, like they're not gonna come. They don't think nobody got here in enough time because there's too many people upstairs. Mm-hmm. So I don't know where we're there. We're just chilling. We hear everybody running. People are getting slammed. People are fighting. People are like whatever. There's a brawl going like this. Like yo, when I tell you the whole Perth Amboy fucking police was there, like it was a lot of cops.
There was a lot of cops, bro.
It was a lot of cops, bro. So we there and we're just waiting for it to cool down, and out of nowhere, you hear do 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 like somebody's trying to open the door, and they push it open, and when they think, they're flashing lights. So the heaters are in front of us, so we're sitting right behind it. I'm in one heater, and my two other boys are each in a heater behind it. So with the lights, you're able to see. We see each other, and we just just be quiet, son. Why me and my other boy heard a cop be like, yo, they're not down here, they didn't get the chance. Why the third boy said, we're here. I was like, fuck, bro. Yo, searched up, got fucking body slammed in the basement. Like, it was
That's
crazy.
funny. I was hearing somebody tell like a story, like a similar like cop story. Mm-hmm. And they were saying that the kid came out because the cops saw him, right? But his other two friends were hiding, so the cops didn't see the other two friends. And the kid came out, and he was like, "Yo, they caught us. Yo, come out!" And they were like, "Motherfucker, they caught you.
Yeah,
you just snitched us out."
Yo, and to this day, me and my boy, we would talk about it. It was like, yo, because the third, he's hard. You feel me? He go crazy. But that day, he left his hard card home. Like he wasn't valid with it. And my boy, we always clown him. We're like, yo, because of you snitched on us. Like, nah, bro, they saw us. Like, bro, how the fuck did they see us? Like, they couldn't see us, yo. That shit was crazy.
What's crazy? That house has always been hot, though, because after it burned down, then after they remodeled it, the first floor, there was a party, right? And this is when I was chilling in my garages at the time. I don't know if you remember that, but I'm chilling in my garage, and I just hear mad cop cars pull up. Right, so I come out the garage, and Eric's dad is out there. You know, he's like the godfather of the group. You know what I'm saying? Like he's playing beer pong with us. You know what I'm saying? And he's outside. He's being nosy as fuck, and he's like, you know, he says what's up to me, and he's like, oh, you know, what's going on out here? And the guy comes outside, bro, mad tats all over like his belly. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it said. And he pulls out a Glock, and I'm like, oh fuck. So we ran back in the garage, and that's when the police came out, and he ditched the Glock and he ran. Tell me why these cops pull up with like, bro, it's police. I thought police like had like just handguns. No, these motherfuckers pulled up with like machine guns, like, you know what I'm saying, like M4s and shit and shotguns, and they surround the whole block. They surrounded chasing this man. Eventually they caught him, but that house has always been hot. And then down the street, I don't know if you guys if I've ever told you the story about the SWAT team that pulled up down the street. I'm at Eric's house, right? He lives a couple houses down. I'm outside. Oh no, yeah, I'm at Eric's house. My mom's like, come home, the SWAT's outside. I was like, what? And they pulled up like as soon as she said that. So I ran home, right? They came out, you know, the little formation and shit. But this is how you know Perth Amboy police is kind of under budget. But they surround the house, right? They eventually don't catch the dude because he's not home. Supposedly he was selling like big arms out of the house or whatever. Right. Fine. So they come out, they go back into their truck, right? They had blocked the whole street off. Eventually they start letting people back into the street, right? So my mom's friend at the time was coming, right? And the truck didn't fucking start. And I'm peeking out the window like this because, you know, I'm nosy as fuck. The truck does not start. The truck is parked directly in front of my house because it's a couple houses down. Yeah. And the truck does not start. They come back out in formation, bro, and they got this shotgun at my mom's friend, bro. I was like 2 feet away. Because, you know, you're not supposed to look at the SWAT team's face and stuff, shit like that. They're like, oh, close your eyes. And he's like, oh, I'm going in here. And then I eventually had to open the door.
You're not supposed to look at the SWAT team in the face, or they Medusa?
I've been there like...
You're not supposed to recognize, like they had like balaclavas on or whatever, but you're not supposed to like look at them or whatever. You're not supposed to recognize them. So they put like a shotgun to his fucking face. This block has always been hot. I mean, it's all out. But...
we talking about this block and all these incidents. This is in front of a kindergarten.
School. Yeah, it's elementary school, and there's another kindergarten school down the street.
Yeah, it's in front of a kindergarten school.
I mean, but that's unfair to say because our town is known for having 30 fucking schools. There's a school on every block.
Oh yeah, so let me say this. Perth Amboy, you know, every school has a 5-mile radius around it, and that's considered a school zone. Like that's how it is. Perth Amboy itself is considered a whole school zone.
Yeah, everything is a school zone.
Yeah, like
is there not one spot?
Nah, the whole Amboy is considered a school zone, no matter from where you see it. And now the one that you could have called it a thing was by Conway Boulevard, but they have one like hidden in the back, and they're making a humongous high school now for like everybody to go just to one high school.
Do you think towns like that where the whole town's a school zone, you think that's intentional or is just population?
It's population, yeah. Because like intentionally, you wouldn't make so many high school because, bro, we're ranked like 119 out of 120. Like,
yeah, we went up in ranks from what I heard.
We did.
Yeah, once we got out.
Kids, man.
Once we got out, they were like, all right, we're going to do better.
It's funny that every kid that was in high school said that our class was the last fun class. So I guess, like, you know, like all the other shit just went out.
Well, yeah, the wrestling Coach G retired, who's like, who's famous. You know what I'm saying? Coach G retired after, 1 or 2 classes after us. He retired. Mm-hmm. What else? I forgot. Oh, also, what I was going to say was, I think the reason that our scores were so bad is because class of 13 was absolutely the guinea pigs for everything. First class to have uniforms in middle school was us. As soon as we got to high school, freshman year, you know how everybody got out at 12? Bro, I was so excited to go to high school because my cousin was like, oh, I take 4 classes and then I go home at 12. And I'm like, yo, that's lit. Like, I want to do that.
My brother, same shit.
I want to do that. As soon as we got to high school, mandatory 9 periods. 9, not 8, 9. And I'm like, bro, what? Why us? And then for junior year, they're like, oh, class of 13, you're going to be senior year. We are the first ones to do uniforms. And I'm like, yo, why are we the guinea pigs? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it wasn't senior year. It was sophomore year.
Either way, like, our class was the guinea pigs of everything. Honestly, we had to do...
I'm going to be honest with you. I was happy we got uniforms. Like, keep it straight up. Like, I don't know why kids complain so much. It's like, bro, I got 3 options. Red, black, and gray. That's it.
I was 50-50 about the uniform. The winter, I was cool with the uniform because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was bundled up. You feel me? I had my cardigan. I had all that shit. But when the summer came, bro, and you only could wear long pants, that's where I was like, all right, bro, my
and let me say there was like a little swag to the uniform too. You feel me? You had to know what to rock. You know what I'm saying?
You couldn't go to the uniform store and buy the Dickies. You had to go buy the chinos. You had to buy the chinos.
It was all about what kind of pants you was wearing. Everybody was wearing black pants, but what kind of black pants were you wearing? Mm-hmm. And then it was like, and then you had the kicks. You're like, what kind of shoes you got on? Like,
there was still some discrimination in there.
They're gonna find a way to divide the class. You feel me? Like, there's levels, right?
There's levels for everything.
The best 4 years of kicks was when we were in high school. We had the Cement Fours, the Breads, the Concords. Those all came out while we were in high school. Mind you,
those were when LeBrons were on it in its heyday.
Yeah, that's when LeBron's was still hot. But now it's like all dunks and shit like that. So I don't know what the fuck the kids probably wear to school. Probably them cheap ass $90 dunks. But when we was in high school, we had the shoe game had to be on point. Shoe game had to be on point in high school.
And it was right away you already knew who was poor. I was like, damn, that's what kind of sucked. Like the uniforms were supposed to not do that.
Yeah. All it did was switch the attention of our eyes. Like instead of looking at your shirt, we was like, all right, what's on the feet?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
It was like if you had a pair of Vans on, you was decent. You know what I'm saying? That's all you needed was a pair of Vans.
Whoa. Is that you trying to help yourself? I've never seen some fly Vans. I've never seen fly Vans.
No, that's what everybody wore in high school. Everybody wore a pair of black Vans or the slip-on. Like the girls all wore slip-on Vans. And then everyone wore
fuck everybody. I had Filas, man. Fuck you talking about? I was out there with my Filas, you feel me? My little Pancho shoes, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We was outside. Pancho had the deals.
Once we got uniforms, I used to have to pay for lunch. I never ate lunch. I used to save my money. I bought my first pair of fucking Cardinal 7 Jordans. That was my first pair of Jordans ever. And then
I was broke as I was broke as fuck through high school. You feel me? Single mom, you feel me? I had to work. You know what I'm saying? So shit was tough. Yeah. I didn't give a fuck what you said to me. Your girl was smiling at me. I don't care, my nigga. I don't care. That whole power structure. And let me say something. There's a lot of kids that were like stuck. There are a lot of kids that are stuck on that high school shit. You feel me? And I laugh at them niggas because I'm like, yo, I laugh at them dudes because I'm like, yo, at the end of the day, you was hot back then, but you ain't in now, man. You ain't in now.
I mean,
man.
depends who you talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because we
still
got our Smith Street legend that still, he pulled up to the high school every once in the blue.
yo, shout out to you, man. I'm not gonna expose you, but shout out to you. I think you're a GOAT. I don't know if they're making fun of you. I think you're the GOAT.
I remember John running to Quick Check after school, right?
Bro, bro, in Woodbridge, they were like, I had to go to Woodbridge, and like, yo, it was tough, bro. It was tough, like it was. But I love my high school, honestly. I feel like my year was my senior year of high school. That's when I started knowing, like,
you had a thing for girls from Woodbridge, right?
Nah, I had a girlfriend. Relax. Fuck.
Yo,
I'm Dominican.
Yo, so what phases have y'all gone through?
yo, you know what? You want to be funny? What were you doing yesterday, huh? Where were you yesterday? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let me stop. What were you doing yesterday?
I'm assuming he wasn't anywhere. He was sick.
I'm sick. Yeah, just been chilling.
Sick of getting bitches. I hear. Yo, but it was fun. High school was fun for me. I honestly feel like I was the most popular kid in high school. That's it. That's the comment right there. Ask me why. Now make it make sense. You feel me?
I can tell you I wasn't.
Look, I tell you this, right? So I come from the bilingual side, right? And I know all the bilinguals, right?
You got accepted. You got accepted into the general.
And then I got accepted into the general. Boom! Nobody knew more people than me in high school, bro. Nobody. I don't care what you gotta say. Nobody.
A little insider. For some reason in high school, everybody was bilingual. Like we all spoke 2 languages. But there was a group of kids called the Bilinguals because they were ESL, right? English as a second language.
Yeah.
And for some reason, we were divided. Like the general education kids did not fuck with them. I mean, after high school, that became obsolete. But like for some reason, I don't want to say we.
Yo, when there was fights, I'll be in the middle like, I'm good off of this. I'm cool with y'all. Y'all do what y'all gotta do.
Yeah, there was always fights. I looking back, I'm like, I don't get it, but
Yo, kids be having issues, bro. Like, and their life is good. They don't even know what the fuck struggle is yet.
Well, no matter how good, no matter the situation, people will divide themselves.
100%.
Regardless of what's going on.
100%.
Micro, high school, everybody's divided. That's the world, baby.
Yeah, and then I was a great student. And then junior year came. I met Christian and John, and everything went out the fucking window.
Gang shit.
We had one class together, all three of us, and it was not good. It was not good at all. We played football in the middle of that class.
But next subject, because we talk about this every time we talk about things. Yo, we weren't good kids in high school, dog. Like, that's all you gotta know.
Nah, we was good. We was good.
Nah, we was decent. We was decent. We wasn't doing shootouts, you know, selling drugs, from what I know of. But
we were just misbehaving. That's it.
We were rascals.
Little rascals. Where do you guys want to take this? Towards the end of the episode, where you guys want to take it? You want to talk about?
Towards the end of the episode, what?
Yeah, we're coming up towards the end.
Damn, yo, this should be too quick, bro. This shit too quick, yo. But yeah, now let's talk about how Jeff Bezos is a rich mo dirty man. Man, yo, that man is dirty, bro. That man is dirty. I mean, unless he got a machine that air cleans them. You know what I'm saying?
Let's think about what Jay-Z said. Let's think about what Jay-Z said. You ever seen an ugly billionaire?
Yo, whoa. I seen ugly billionaires, but that's besides the point. I'm talking about
now when you write handsome checks, you know what I'm saying?
Yo. I'll fuck with that. But listen to me, when you're rich, you're supposed to have an abundance of water around you at all times. There is no way, like literally your house has a waterfall in there. You get me? Like there's no way you should only shower 6 times a year.
But maybe they're talking about himself. Maybe he's so rich that he has people bathing him, right? Maybe he's like, oh, I do it by myself 6 times a year. All right, so the topic is basically Jeff Bezos only showers 6 times a year. I was waiting,
like somebody gonna say
Jeff Bezos basically showers 6 times a year. That's the topic, right? Or supposedly only showers 6 times a year.
That's the title. We don't read no more than just
we don't read anything else.
We don't read nothing else.
So what I'm saying to John is maybe he's so rich that they're talking about him bathing himself, right? Like maybe he's like he only hops in the shower and does it by himself 6 times a year. Maybe he's so rich.
350 days out the year. Wait, is it 356? That's 356, right?
365.
365.
What if he's like, have you seen Coming to America with Eddie Murphy, the first one?
No.
Where he's in like a big, it looks like a pool, but it's like just like a bath, like a huge bath, and the women come in the bath and they bathe him. Maybe that's the lifestyle he's living.
Have you ever seen there's an episode of SpongeBob where they have to like purify SpongeBob before he gets into Sandy's house or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe he has one of those that when he walks through the door, there's like a tunnel that purifies him, right? Gets rid of all the bacteria.
Just mad baby blood. Yeah.
Or I know lizards don't shower. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta be something. It's something.
I don't know, bro. I'm sure it gotta do something with the money. There's no way,
bro. There's no way you don't have time to shower. You're the richest man in the world. All you got is time. And bro, 6 times, like, bro, why are people coming out saying this shit? A lie on TV. Lie all you want. Don't be so honest. Like, this is insane.
I mean, bro, somebody. I mean, rich people lie all the time. You got Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. One of them two is lying.
Oof.
One of them two is lying.
Don't get into that one. Yeah. You want to get canceled? That's the first.
Nah, I'm not saying who's lying. I'm just saying somebody is lying.
Nah, Steven, both... say who's lying.
Say who's lying.
Pick a side.
You gotta pick a side, Steven. It's either you believe her or you believe him. Who you believe, Steven? That's an honest question. This is the title right now. Steven, who do you believe is the honest person in this case? Is it Mr. Tory Lanez or Miss Megan Thee Stallion?
Listen, at first, I always gave our beautiful black women the benefit of the doubt to begin with, right? Because why not? Why not believe her?
I'll buy them now.
But there's a lot, but there's a lot of evidence now that leads to Tory might be telling the truth. I don't know.
Like what? Like for example, that the fact that she said that she got shot in her foot, but it was glass that she stepped on.
Yeah, but there's also people saying, which even though there's also people saying that doctors aren't allowed to release that information because it's HIPAA. But in reality, if police comes up to me and they're like, "Hey, I want you to tell me what happened with this patient," I have to tell them, because if not, I'm interrupting an investigation at that point.
Well, they have to have like subpoena, and like they can get that through the court.
Yeah,
they can just get it.
And my thing is, I'm not shaming Meg or anything like that. You know, probably was a weird situation for her where she had to fend herself. You feel me? Like, and I understand that, because right now you are a brand. Something like this comes out, your whole brand could crash down. You feel me? But there's things that just don't add up. You feel me? And it's just a bad look on her behalf. And there's also, honestly, it's a bad look on Tory too, because Tory could have been the bigger person. You know what I'm saying? Like, the truth is gonna come out. But Tory been like attacking people too. You get me? Like,
but he hasn't really attacked Meg. He's attacked like Ebro and Charlemagne, Meek Mill. He's like, yo, you could have at least gave me a phone call first to talk about it, you know, instead of just shitting on me on the internet, on public radio, on live radio. You just shitted on me without ever speaking to me. You get what I'm saying?
I understand that.
That's what he said, because he hasn't really shit on Meg. You know what I'm saying? Like, he basically says like whatever they had was unfortunate.
He says he's speaking his truth.
Yeah. But his truth is also the people around him who shitted on him without even giving him a chance. You know
That's true. That I felt bad for him when that actually happened, because everybody just brushed him off. You feel me? And nowadays that's a big case now. Like, and by all means, like, females are being so mistreated in this world now. It's fucking insane. But not a lot, but there are some cases that they take advantage of that and flip it onto somebody that's not thing. So that's why it's always good to hear both sides beforehand, you get me? And not be biased about anything.
So I was having this discussion with like a group of girls, right? Like, what Meg is, or if it's true that Meg is lying. What the fuck?
You get bitches, we know.
If Meg is lying, right? Hypothetically speaking, if Meg is lying, right, the women, right, in society have done a lot to get themselves to be put first, right, in cases of like whatever happened to them, right? Like, they have done a lot of work in society to be believed, right, just off the jump, right? If Megan is lying, she's taking all that work and kind of progressing backwards for everything. Yeah, damn, you know a word before I did. That's good, bro.
Come on, big dog. Yo, respect me, but go ahead.
You've been studying. He's been reading. He not if you follow John on Instagram or Snap, you know what I'm saying?
He
been taking flicks at Barnes and Noble.
That's all we do. We got bugs, boy. We read. Oh wait,
that's PS5 game.
No, that was porn.
That's the whiteness.
But either way, what I'm trying to say is that hopefully, you know, this is resolved without regressing, and like the progress women have made is basically what I'm saying.
Yo, sorry, I brought this book out. It's called Touch the Top of the World. This book is about a blind man going up Mount Everest. Is fucking amazing. Everybody should give it a try.
This is a documentary. You don't gotta read the book.
It's a documentary for everything, bro. Why would I read manga when there's anime?
Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. One of the best books in the world as well. Try it out. It's gonna change your life. But go ahead, Steven. I'm sorry.
Nah, I was basically saying, why read manga when I can just watch the anime? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Nah, for you. But yeah, this world is crazy, and honestly, like, people gotta stop choosing sides before the truth is out. You feel me? There's your truth, there's his truth, and there's the actual truth. You feel me? So like, let's stop being biased with each other. Let's show more compassion towards each other. Let's show more love to each other. You feel me? Because the world is ugly right now, and it's just insane that, you know, we break each other down to uplift ourselves. You feel me? And that's not the correct way of living. Like, I mean, for me, I know Steven has a crazy ass idea. You feel me? But we're not gonna talk about that.
Yo, am I? Hold on, real quick. I just want to say something. Am I a bad person? Because like, while John is speaking this positivity, like everything in my head, I'm like, I'm trying to figure out like the funny way to say, like, yo, you being a bitch right now. Like, I'm trying to find a funny way to say. I'm like, yo, you Tupac now? Like, I'm trying to like find, instead of just, you know, accepting the positive message and love and spreading it. I'm over here just trying to. I guess I'm a hater. Maybe I'm just
you're a hater. You're a hater. Yeah,
I'm a hater. Celtics in 6. But yeah, y'all were saying.
Oh, that's spicy.
What y'all saying?
That's spicy. We were saying Celtics in 6 though.
No. That's not what you were saying. But go ahead. We came off a loss. I can't talk a lot, right?
Wait. No, you gotta be more descriptive. You came off a loss and at home, by the way.
You first lost at home. First lost at home.
First lost at home?
Yeah, you haven't lost at home all playoffs.
Wow. Look at that. Number 1 team in the East, yo. Good shit, yo. Good shit. Yo, but we stealing one tomorrow. But yo, it's today?
Yeah. Oh, it's every other day.
Yo, you know what's crazy? That I kinda didn't like. I didn't like. I like that's something I'm sorry. That's something I don't like. Like you know, we're used to watching 3 games a day to 2 games a day. Now it's like, damn, it's only 1 every 2 games.
But these are high intensity games a day. You know what I'm saying? Like they're filled with a lot of passion. These games, except for like Lucas Mavs because they're fucking dog shit. But
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yo, the Warriors, Curry hit him with possibly the best. Like what is it called when you hit a shot and like you taunt the crowd and you have like a LeBron James has the pat on the chest.
Yeah.
Bro, when Curry did that, Steven,
he does that at the end of every game.
I've never seen that. I know I'm building it up. I've never seen somebody do that before. I never even seen him do that before. So it was like maybe a minute left in the game and they were up like whatever it was 6. So he hit a dagger to like end it. To like the game wasn't over, but he pushed him over the edge. Like, all right, it's over now. So he pump faked. Luka jumped on the pump fake and he stepped to the side and he hit a 3. And when it was in the air, instead, you know how he turns around? Yeah. He didn't do that. It was in the air and he said night night. And when it went in, he wanted this to sleep. He was going back. Bro, that was so hard, bro. That shit was crazy.
I feel like it's a talent just knowing when your shot is gonna go in like that, like he does. Like it's crazy.
But he does it so often that he just knows, like he can feel it leaving his hand. He's like, oh, that one I made. You know what I'm saying? When you do something so repetitive,
like if you were able to pick between Jordan or Curry, which one you be?
I'm taking Jordan.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about
who I want to be.
Yeah, like we're talking about. We're not talking about success. We're talking about like skill wise, like
Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan has one thing that most players except for Kobe Bryant do not have, and he would rather die than lose. That is one thing Michael Jordan has that.
Yeah, but he did lose a lot, so he's still beating.
He never lost in the finals. I'll tell you that.
Oh, he did not make it to the playoffs every single year. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, right now, y'all arguing about the wrong thing. I'm trying to figure out: do I want to dunk it on motherfuckers,
just let it rain? That's what I said.
Do I just want to play with people and just?
That's where my deal is going. You feel me? Damn. I think y'all keep it G. Like I love Jordan, but the shit Curry's doing right now, bro, is just like
I was gonna
say
Curry leaves more room for. I think it's more heartbreaking what Curry is doing to you versus like being dunked on. I'm not saying that's what Jordan is, but I'm saying like versus being dunked on, bro. No, Steven, being dunked on and the place explodes, right? What's better, that or me blowing you out by 30 and just hitting you with 3 after 3 and then making the arena just quiet 3 after 3 and everybody just starts being silent?
No, and it's not even that. It's like think about this. It's like you're down 6. I come bang. You hit a dunk, that is not gonna hit like a bang. It's like, all right, now they're down, they're down 3. I come hit on bang, like yo, everybody's going crazy. The third shot comes in and I hit that for a game winner, dog. I want the whole entire stadium to come in this court and just start wilding out. Like
honestly, you brought up Jordan, but I'm gonna change that person and I'm gonna pick Shaq. There's nothing more brutal than getting dunked on by Shaq. That man is.
There is. It's being up by 20 and then me hitting 3 threes to make it nothing. Like,
who do you think? Damn. Who do you think influences the game the most? Who dominates the game the most?
Dominates the game the most?
Yeah, because
now.
And when I say dominate, don't think brute force pushing and dunking on people.
Curry changed the game.
No. I don't think one-on-one, like solo.
No, in the game, 5-on-5.
Like with teammates and shit.
Yes.
Who's dominating most? That's kind of hard.
Bro, listen, I'm not a Warriors fan. I'm not a Curry fan. Curry, you want to say, oh, LeBron changed the game. Jordan, Kobe,
LeBron didn't change the game. LeBron didn't change the game. He just manipulated the game.
Relax.
He didn't change it.
Relax. LeBron made it that big dudes could do what they're doing right now. It was LeBron that did that. You feel me? LeBron is 6'9", dribbling like a point guard, passing like a point guard, dunking like a small forward. He's doing everything. He's showing everybody that because you're tall doesn't mean you gotta play slow.
Well, you talking about the Joker then?
No. Yeah, he evolved that center position. LeBron evolved the 1 through 5. You know, the 1 through 4. You get me?
LeBron did change the game, and people. I don't know if people just their hate for him. They can never acknowledge how good LeBron is or how good he was. Like. They never acknowledge that. Like they always just, oh, he's a bitch. Oh, he hops from team to team. Like it's always hate for him. Like everybody who hates him, never acknowledges that he does anything good.
I mean, I hate LeBron.
We went to the finals 10 years straight, cause like like what?
I hate LeBron, but that's because I'm a Celtics fan.
But listen, right? Listen to me, right? Because of Curry, right? This is what Curry did. Centers gotta shoot threes now.
I don't think that's because of Curry.
No.
Yes, it is. It is. Before Curry, when did you see any center shooting threes? Matter of fact, forget about shooting threes. Remember, there was 3 specialists in the league. There was only a few Reggie Millers. There was only a few Ray Allens. You feel me? Now everybody got to shoot a 3.
I think for the center positions specifically, it was like people like Kevin Garnett, like those kind of no, you know what it was? I've heard sports analysts talk about this. Shaq made centers start shooting because nobody wanted to be in the middle with him.
Yeah.
So they started stepping out. So like Kevin Garnett talked about it, like, oh, I don't want to be a center, even though he's the size for a center, because I got to face Shaq in that position and he's gonna body me in the paint. So instead, he's more of like a 4 who steps out and shoots. So now he's like a center who's shooting jump shots. And
then you got the Kevin Loves.
But we talking about mid-range turnaround shooters stuff.
Yeah, but like it just evolves. It comes back.
Yeah, but that wasn't mid-range. That's not Curry's thing.
That's what I'm saying. When Curry came in the league, if you don't shoot a 3, you cannot play. Shout out to Ben Simmons. You feel me?
Yo, welcome to First Take with FTC podcast. Let me ask you as a question to as the last topic before we close out. Let me ask you a question and think about it. Really think about it. Right? Take a second and think about it when I ask it. And this question stems from I started watching Game of Thrones again. I never finished it, so I went back to watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah, watch everything but the last season.
What is it? Season 9 or 8?
8.
I think I'm on that right now. So I'm watching it and I'm like, would I rather be the king and rule everything, or would I rather be like some kind of servant?
I think I got too much ego to be somebody's servant.
No. Yeah, that's you. My thing, right? Sorry. Being a king is good and all, but you also have a lot of people that want your neck. Pause. I'd rather be a knight. You feel me? Because you get the glory. You know what I'm saying? You get the prestige, like the people respecting you as much. You get people to listen to you, which is just as powerful as being the man in command. You man.
Yeah.
Now, there's a downside to that, which is you gotta watch what you say, because once you become too great, it's like throughout the history, people wanna you're a threat to them. You feel me? So you have to like know your spot and know who you gotta deal with. You know what I mean?
But as like a first knight or whatever the fuck it is, you're the first to die before the king. I'm not dying for nobody. The fuck?
Well, let's be honest. Look, if you're the king, right, and I'm your knight, and I die, that means your best knight just died. So that means you're next. So it doesn't matter.
That don't matter.
Also, people don't poison the knight. They poison the king.
The king, because the knight defends the people.
That's if I'm a terrible fucking king and then people turn on me. But if we're talking about another country invading to take over,
it's not even about Look, Alexander the Great. He was an amazing king. You know what I'm saying? Still got backstabbed.
You mean
he was a king, but no, Alexander the Great. I unrelated, but I heard like he was like 4'11", like 5'10". That's something crazy.
I think you're talking about Julius Caesar.
No, I'm not talking about Alexander. Alexander, Cleopatra's husband.
That's
Julius no. That's Caesar. Caesar.
Oh, that is Caesar. Yeah.
Caesar. He gets stabbed in the back because people were scared that he would have grown too strong.
Yeah, exactly.
Too brute. Yeah. So Steven, I already know he was gonna be king because he's gonna kill people.
Yeah,
I already knew that. I already knew Steven was gonna have that.
I'm taking the rest of the world before they take me. That's just how it is. Dog eat dog world, dog.
You know, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
So, me, I would have. Steven, did you watch Game of Thrones?
Somewhat. I can't stand the way they talk.
So
you'll be Nona. You'll be Nona.
No.
The boy nigga that got Nona.
No. I think I would rather be the king's hand. Mm-hmm. The dwarf, the Tyrion, the dwarf. Now he's the hand of the king. Yeah. I would rather be that because you get to give your opinion to the king, right? You get to tell him, yo, I think you're doing this wrong. I think it should be this way. But then, so you get all of like the influence. You're in the conversation, but at the end of the day, it doesn't fall on you. It falls on the king. I think the smarter choice would be that.
But you know, that's something that's like. But the right hand also has a lot of people within the core that want his position. You get me?
Yeah. 100%.
That's like, you know, so that's dope though. Everybody got a position. You feel me? I'm not defending my king. I'll tell you that. I'm motherfucking die.
It's all right. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna have to sit here like Putin. Have y'all sitting 10 feet down with like my special guard, just one right next to me.
Nah, that's fine. That's fine. I thought you were gonna pick Khaleesi. What's her name? Mother of the Dragon.
Khaleesi, something like that. Yeah.
Steven, can we talk about this like this like ego king dictator thing that you got going on? Can we talk about this?
Bro, what you mean? It's like,
you know, I think as your three close friends, and also we're in business together. I think we should know like what's going on. Like it's not we need to worry about. Like
it seems like once we make it to the top, you see how the screen is like us at the top. It'll be a switch. Like we'll be at the bottom, and Steven will be the top screen. Like he just wants total anarchy. Like, you feel me?
If given the opportunity to take over the world, why not take that? You know what I'm saying? It's just that's not
a good thing.
Listen,
why? No,
you're suppressing everybody's ideas.
No. You could still be your own, but just, you know, I want to be the top. Why wouldn't I want to be at the top?
Why? You seem like a bottom type of guy.
Hey, yo, why take every opportunity unless you have a plan for it?
Sometimes you don't need a plan.
Word. That works all the time. That works all the time. Listen.
Madara had a plan for over 100 years, and it didn't work. Sometimes you don't need a plan. And then this little boy who, you know, with yellow hair,
16.
He didn't have no plan. He's just like, all right, I'm out here just to box, and he became
the greatest.
He just came out here to box, and he became the greatest.
So what Steven is trying to say, if you got hands, I want you on my team. That's what you say.
Mm-hmm. Listen, sometimes you don't need a plan. Sometimes you just have to go out there and box the world. You know what I'm saying?
That's not a bad quote. You gonna get knocked out, but it's not a bad quote.
Yeah, but you see, you always got to get back up. Goku, you know, the god, he dies every single time, and he comes back. He comes back stronger. The message is you get back up.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury was knocked down, and then he won every other fight after that.
That's crazy. So he retired because of that, or how did that go?
Who retired?
Tyson Fury.
No, he wants to fight Francis.
He took a 2-year like thing, right? And then
he took a 2-year break because motherfucker was wilding. He was doing like drugs and eating unhealthy, not training. And then he took a break, came back to boxing, and took down the number 1 fucking boxer in the world.
Yo, you see Steven just curved our question, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
I didn't curve your question. I answered your question.
It was a 3-parter, and you answered half of one.
What was it? All right, what was the other 2 parts?
I was saying, yo, do we have to have a conversation, or we have to be worried
Nah, it's not
your dictatorship. You know what I mean?
It's not a dictatorship. I want me, my homies, and everyone that's listening to be the greatest. You know what I'm saying?
Under you.
No, you don't got to be under me. You know what I'm saying? If we got a box, we got a box. But if we don't have to box, we don't have to box.
That's funny. So if you get his way, watch out. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't have to be my way. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's fair, it's even.
I think it's a home thing. You feel me? Because Maria showed him like that power structure. Like, yo, like Steven, shut up. And he had to he's like, damn, I want that power on everybody else. That's why he was thinking about it.
That's funny.
Yo, familia, muchas gracias. Thank you for listening each and every Monday. It's hot as fuck. Stay safe. Wear some sunscreen. Memorial Day is coming. When you go out to the beach on that long ass 1.5 hour drive, make sure you pull up our episode. Hit the like, subscribe. Make sure that even when you are playing it on the aux, make sure all your friends are also listening to it on their phone as well at the same exact time. So super loud in the car. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, check out the Discord, the YouTube. Send us an email. Whatever the fuck you need. IG. Listen, IG is blowing up. Don't get left behind, bro. I'm dead ass. Like if I know you on a personal name basis right now, do not get left behind. Right?
Oh
I will not remember you on the way up.
There's gonna be a lot of foreshadowing in this episode.
I will not remember you on the way up. I'm telling you. I'm just kidding. No listeners left behind, yo. Peace out.
Peace.
Gang.